So then, guys, I've had the honor and privilege to sit here with Oliver. Oliver, you are the VP in Apple for Apple Music and also for Beats as well. So thank you so much for sitting down and having some time with me.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, thank you as well.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure.
No worries, I've just got you a couple of little questions, that's all.
Let's
roll.
So
yeah, go for it. So first of all, this Monday, it's 10 years that Apple Music is 10 years old. And I, for one, am a massive fan of Apple Music. Looking back, what's something that you're really proud of that Apple Music has achieved over that last 10 years?
Well, first of all, while Apple Music is 10, it feels like we've been in the music business forever.
It does, yeah.
Ever since actually we started Apple, but certainly since iPod and iTunes 25 or so years ago.
Yeah.
But streaming has been great for the customer. You pay £10, £11, dollars, whatever currency around the world, you get all the music ever recorded. Mm-hmm. That's an amazing offer. I think what's special about Apple Music is we've been from day one, we've been focused on quality. Mm-hmm. We've been focused on the quality of the experience in terms of everything, how we present the music,
yep.
How we present the lyrics. Very, very often they're actually transcribed and done by us, and lyrics is a very important feature. How everything looks and feels, and most importantly, how it sounds. As part of our journey over the 10 years, we've completely revolutionized audio. And you might remember when we went from mono to stereo, and then there was nothing.
Yeah.
And then we came out with spatial audio with Dolby Atmos, which really sounds so much better than anything else.
It does.
So I think we built a service over the last 10 years that is the best service for music fans because it's made by music people and made by music fans themselves. We've got people on our team like Zane Lowe, for example, who are so passionate about music and they're obsessed with how music gets presented and displayed to our fans.
I'm a big fan of Zane Lowe. I used to listen to him on BBC Radio 1 in the evenings.
He's been at Apple Music now for 10 years.
Yeah, I know. That's how long ago it was. I was listening to that there. But
absolutely.
His interviews are fantastic as well. And
by the way, this is an important point for us. It's not just about the songs. We want it as a fan experience. We wanted it to be about the artists. We're really doubling down on the music. Every artist that has a new project will come to meet with us and either do an interview or do a radio show or maybe do a mix or do some photography or maybe do a track by track describing exactly why the tracks on an album were written in what way. And so that's what's exciting about Apple Music.
It is, yeah. All right, fantastic, thank you. My next question is, I have loved coming here today and vibing out with you and DJs and everything for dance and electronic music. And I heard this is a genre that you love and it's close to your heart. Why does it matter to you?
Well, first of all, I grew up in Munich. I'm European, so I just grew up with dance music.
Okay.
And so I love it personally.
Yeah.
The great thing about digital music and streaming in particular is it offered more access to more genres.
Yeah.
And so if you think about the success of K-pop or Latin music or J-pop or even hip-hop from Italy, that would have never been possible in a physical world because we would have never had access to these products. We've never bought them. We've never played on radio. But streaming has made the world smaller. Because it's now so easy to discover music from all around the world, and like classical music, for example, used to be a small niche. Now even kids love classical music and they use it, I don't know, to chill or unwind or fall asleep or whatever it is. And so streaming has provided these opportunities for all these genres to grow and discover and find a new audience. And I feel the same about dance and electronic. The challenge with dance and electronic music was largely, a lot of it is based on mixes.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't available for streaming, and it still isn't widely available in streaming because the streaming services couldn't identify what's in a mix. No. And even artists or labels didn't really know. And so we have an advantage of our competitors because we own Shazam.
You do,
And so what we do is when someone sends us a mix, we do two things. First of all, we run the mix through the Shazam algorithm, and the Shazam algorithms can tell us exactly what song's in the mix. And so we can make it, put it live on the service and pay the rights holders of the mix. The other thing we did, which no one else had done before us, is we're actually paying the DJs. We have a pool of money that we're paying the individual DJs. Because unless the DJs are DJing their own music, they're not making any money from the mix.
Because you're mixing everybody else's.
Because they're basically making everyone else rich.
Yeah.
And so we thought that was unfair because we really when we look at music as a piece of art, and we want everyone to participate in sort of the value of the art. And so we created a separate pool of money just for the DJs. And that allowed us over the years to build by far the largest catalog of dance and electronic mixes from all around the world. And we have it from festivals, from individual DJs, from nightclubs. It's really awesome. And that's allowed that genre to grow.
Awesome. It is, yeah, it's a fantastic genre. So my next question is, so with the great tools from Apple, anyone from being in their bedroom or at home being DJs to big names, how do you think Apple's helping all these kind of artists do their thing right now?
Well, our job is, as Apple, is to build tools. And so with Logic, GarageBand, even voice memos, notes. The Notes app is incredibly popular. I'm sure you have.
I'll be using it right now.
Yeah, no, and no, it's popular for songwriters when they write songs. They share each other's sort of.
Yeah.
You had a shared Notes app, and so as a company, we're providing all these tools for artists to make music.
Yep.
And we're making it super easy to distribute the music. And that makes us actually feel really proud. And that's just us providing the tools. But then Apple Music, our job is to present and display the music at the highest quality in the best way, introduce our subscribers and customers to the artist and the art behind it. And most importantly, we're 167 markets around the world, make it available to a global audience.
That's a big audience.
Which is really great. So it was never easy in the history of music is actually to distribute your music as broadly and as widely as it is today. It's really been fantastic in streaming.
Brilliant, yeah. I guess then my last question is, where do you see Apple Music and the tools that you just talked about available on Macs and iPads heading next, especially for up and coming musicians trying to break through?
We'll continue. We're all focused on music. Most of our competitors are sort of running away from music, and they put podcasts and audiobooks and other things in their music services. We're laser focused on music, and we're always committed to music because we love music. We're in the music business because we love music.
Yeah.
And so we'll continue to always be very focused on that. Part of that is developing features for artists and for our subscribers to just make the experience better. And AI is going to be a huge part of that because AI has the opportunity to make many things easier, faster, and more fun.
Yeah.
And AI isn't the only answer to the question. I mean, there's other things. We've just announced, for example, a number of features at WWDC. One of them was lyrics translation and lyrics pronunciation. Lyrics are hugely popular, as I mentioned before. And lyrics translation and pronunciation wouldn't be possible without AI.
No.
And it's not solely AI. We have people are sort of involved, but it helps. And so we've got another feature called Auto Mix in a playlist, stitching the music together to make a seamless sort of mix. And so there's a bunch of features coming that I'm super excited about.
Oh, awesome. I was going to say, I love that new iOS 26 feature where you can have your music on the front of your iPhone.
Oh, yes, on the lock screen. It's so beautiful.
It is. It's
awesome.
I love
amazing.
That. It is.
Yeah.
But well, thank you so much for answering my question.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Absolutely.
You.
Thank you.
I'll shake your hand there.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, guys. And thank you for watching as well, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.